What is up, everybody, and welcome to United States Department of Nerds, where we are for the people, by the people, and of the people.
It's a trap!
What is up, everybody? It is the chairman, and welcome to New Comic Book Day for the week of December the 25th. Now, to start off this week, I did receive a package. It's a package I've been waiting for since the early December, and it came in on Monday. I waited till today to open it for everybody, but I received this package from Vanessa Lilly, who is a very talented writer, and you can pick up her new book, Blood Sisters, at any of your favorite book retailers. But she had a recent live stream with Alex Segura, who is a comic book writer and also he writes books as well. And I had won his latest book, Alter Ego, during that live stream. And you can see that right here. It is a very cool book. But not only did she send Alter Ego, but she was like, hey, do you have the prequel? What is essentially a prequel to this book called Secret Identity? And I was like, well, no, I haven't, picked it up yet because I haven't been to the bookstore. She's like, don't worry about it. I got you. And she sent both of Alex's books here. Secret Identity is the prequel to Alter Ego. So I'm really excited to dig into both of these books. But not only that, she sent me this really cool bookmark with her book on it, Blood Sisters, and it's really cool. I'm probably going to end up picking up her book as well because I am now a fan of hers as well. But let's dive into Comic Book Day for this week. To start, we had the smallest week that I can remember in a long time with 127 new issues and 311 total releases to include the variants that I'm going to show you some of. But as always, we're going to break this down by publisher. And as always, we're starting with Marvel Comics. So let's jump into Marvel real quick. To start off with Marvel this week, we're going to the galaxy far, far away because I do love me some Star Wars. And if you're not watching Skeleton Crew, get on Skeleton Crew now. But let's jump into the final arc of Star Wars, the Battle of Jakku. And this is being called Last Stand. And this is the issue 9 of 12, and I'm really loving this story. And in this one, we get a beloved hero returning to save his friends. So go pick this up and give it a read. Now, staying with Marvel, I'm moving over to a little something darker from Marvel, and that is Blade, Red Band Edition. And in here this week, we're going to get I don't want to say it's a key and a new character, but it's a new character from a famous family throughout the Monsterverse of the Van Helsings. So we do meet a new Van Helsing in this book. And this is issue 3, by the way, of the Van Helsing family lineage. But it is written by Brian Hill, and both covers this week are by C.F. Vila. And of course, it's the Red Band edition, so it has to be in plastic and marked appropriately. And if you didn't know, Battle of Jakku is written by Alex Segura as well, because I am a big fan of his. And also this cover was by Rod Reese. got ahead of myself with the excitement this week. But let's jump over to Darkhorse this week, and we go right back to a galaxy far, far away with the High Republic Adventures Phase 3. And this is called the Wedding Spectacular. This is a one-shot. And, of course, the High Republic Adventures right now are being written by Daniel Jose Older. And the cover is by Priscilla Bampo. And this is a really cool cover. I can't wait to read this one later on. But let's go over to Boom Studios this week. So I'm a big fan of Boom because they have one of my favorite books in there. And that is the House of Slaughter. This is House of Slaughter issue 28, and it's written by Sam Johns. And this cover is by, well, there's multiple covers, and I'll show you all of them. But this is Jorge Fornes, his cover. And then I also have the 1 in 10 incentive variant of his cover. And what does 1 in 10 mean? That means the comic book shop had to buy 10 of these to get one of these. So I was happy to have gotten that from my local comic shop. And also this week, there was a Werther del Adera unlockable virgin variant right here. Beautiful cover. And also Inyuk Lee had a virgin variant this week as well. I'm a big fan of his. I'm happy they had a cover of him this week. And as always, pick up the Slaughterverse. It's literally been picked up for a TV series, so I highly recommend y'all go pick up a compendium of it and give it a look at before it becomes a TV series. But let's jump over to Image this week. As always, Image had a plethora of titles for people to pick from, but I picked up my usual. So I picked up Creepshow Volume 3, Issue 4. It is written by Mike Carey this week with covers by Martin Morazzo and Mark Torres. I'm really enjoy these books. I love a good horror story. So, and those are always fun to read, and they always have fun twists and turns in them. Now, let's jump over to Ghost Machine, which I'm rocking tonight. Hyde Street, which is another book from Ghost Machine, which Ghost Machine is a sub-publisher under, or being published by Image Comics. And Ghost Machine has a brilliant set of artists over there, from writers, cartoonists, letterists, pencilers, you name it. Some of the best is over there right now, in my opinion. But I picked up Geiger from them this week, and this is issue 9. And this is, of course, written by Jeff Johns, and this cover was by Yannick Paquette. Also from Ghost Machine this week is Redcoat. You haven't seen me talk about this one yet, but I had finally got my hands on a few issues and gave it a read, and I was like, all right, I'm in on this as well. So we have Redcoat, issue 8, written by Jeff Johns, and this cover is also by Yannick Paquette. And to give you some background in it, the Redcoat in question here is a immortal, and he goes about doing what immortal, Redcoats would do. So, but it's been a wild and fun read on this one. It also on Geiger as well. I cannot recommend Ghost Machine to you enough. But that's enough about Ghost Machine. Let's jump over to the Spawn universe. And to start the Spawn universe this week, I have Sam and Twitch. And this one is this is issue 9, written by Jordan Barrell and covers by Thaddeus Robeck. And if the names are new, that's because they sound new. That's because they are. Where there's a new creative team on this new story out from them. So, but it's been good so far. I've already given this one a read and really enjoyed it. So let's go over to, let's not let those slide. Up next is Rat City, and that is by Erica Schultz. And covers this week are by Federico Sabatini and Seth Adams. This has also been another fun one. I can't recommend Spawn to y'all enough. They've been around since the 90s, and they're still going strong for a reason. And I love the fact that they've expanded their universe this year with new titles. But last up from them this week in the Spawn universe is Violator, issue 4 of 6, written by Mark Andreyko. I know I'm butchering that. And covers this week by Gianrico Bonacorsi and David Mack, which I've been a fan of David Mack for a long time. I love his use of colors and the palettes that he uses on all his covers. And big fan of his. I've been a big fan of this book as well. This is about the origin story of the Violator and how he became the Violator in the Spawn universe. So I cannot recommend that to y'all enough. So that is my recommendations for Christmas week, and also my final New Comic Book Day recommendation for 2024. Now, I will be back, of course, in 2025, hopefully with an all brand new look around me, with new setup. It's going to look great. I have this image in my head that I'm working with. I'm just waiting on stuff to come in from Amazon, which, of course, is delayed due to the holiday. But we'll get there and we'll get through it, and we'll be back with a brand new look in 2025. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this short. As always, let us know what you're picking up at your local comic book store in the comments. And I did just release my last episode of 2024 called Down the Witch's Road yesterday, and you can get that on all streaming platforms to include YouTube. And as always, if you enjoyed this, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And on behalf of myself, the chairman, and the Council of Nerds, this USDN short is USDN approved.
It's a trap!